Alright, welcome and hello. I'm actually on here to... Well, today I'm playing Dungeon of Endless, and what I'm going to be doing on here is I usually struggle to finish games and get things done. So what I'm going to be doing is actually recording myself while playing these things, and talking it out while I run through, and in doing so, hopefully that'll actually help me get these things completed, get these things done, really get some of these things achieved throughout all of this. So, today I'm actually just going to start on Dungeon of Endless. It's not a game that I'm unfamiliar with, it's a game that I've played before. Enjoy it, love it, great gameplay, good setup. And I haven't played it since the most recent updates, so there's a lot of new content in there which I'm really unfamiliar with, and I kind of want to know how everything's structured, set up, and ready to run. So, let's get started and see how this goes. Ooh. I've never had the choice to actually choose my characters before starting off with. I do know some of these characters, probably this one and this one, but these four I've never seen before. Familiar with generally all these, and they're all fun characters to play with. So let's go for random and keep it the same. Alright, as you can probably tell from the cutscene, we're stranded prisoners from a ship, and we're actually trying to find our way off this planet. This planet is not somewhere we were supposed to be going, going to, but as we were passing it, its self-defense system activated and took us down. So, we're now trying to escape here. Alright, entered in the first room, had a small enemy. Enemies are going to be a little bit common in here. And let's get this place powered up. And let's go with that. Both, we need to level one of them. Let's check you. And we need one more to level up him. So let's close that out. And let's get you and you to go here. Alright, a few enemies, nothing too bad. Cool. Now to start off, we do have enough science to do that food bit. And I'm hoping this is a smart decision because I'm going to placing a bet that the door over here will lead me on for a while. Because I don't want to open up this one and, risk losing this. When we start losing these pieces, it's hard to get them back, especially when we're only getting nothing from opening up new rooms. That's interesting. It's got my rating for the room. If there were monsters or anything coming in. That's a bit interesting. Alright. Let's close all that out. Can't do much right now, so let's get our team. Definitely. Oh. Not enough dust. Well. Also, I know the video. I'm gonna say this beforehand. I was not planning to record. I just got this recording system, so if the face video to it does not, show up well, expect better later. But for now, it's really just starting up on this and getting it tested out. Alright, nothing showing up. I really like this in the bottom. It's a nice update to how screwed over I am. I will have to protect this room though, so that is going to be a big thing coming up. In fact, can I start anything? No, I can't. Can't get anything at the moment, so let's leave all that be. I do have the ability to pause, and that's going to be a key ability when entering new rooms. And actually, I'm gaining something here. Very good, didn't gain any dust, which is bad. So let's get you to go here, and let's check out this next room. Alright, another station and a few more enemies. That's not too bad, but there's still a few seconds to get enemies to show up. So let me step back into the previous room. Yeah, that's what we're worried about. Alright. Opbot, you keep doing what you're doing. I like what you're doing. But we have turrets in that room. I feel safe. What I'm going to want is to add another 2 turrets. One there, and one there, and one there. And then have my Nightshade Samurai step forward. The reason why I'm not opening up these 2 doors here is a tactical reason. I want a choke point for all this to happen, but I don't want to make it a choke point too early on in the game. I don't want enemies flooding in more than I can handle through here. I want to make sure that it's an easy line to take care of, kill, knock out, and, you know, something easy to cover while I have only 2 people to protect and not too much defense. Now, later on in the game, later on in this level, hopefully I'll have a bit more ways to cut down this choke point, give myself more protection, more room for it. That way the enemies will still have to flood through there, but I can control them more. Alright, we've got that. Let's let him get it. Let's see if any enemies pop up. We're clean. Grim Fairy Tales. Ooh, that's a new item. What is this? It increases your wit. Opbot. Alright, wit is a very useful tool, and wit increases your tech abilities. So I'm pointing at the screen with my hands. Alright, so the 24 that we have here in food, that one will go up higher if we use this on them. Here, watch. Double click. We now get a 10 boost to it instead of just an 8. So it's the small little things that'll definitely help keep us alive in this game. And because we have 24, I'd like to level up Hikensha. Never been good with his name. Opbot I'm cool with, but Hikensha not very good with his name. And actually, speaking of which, you'll notice that they gain abilities as they level up. And these abilities go from Warface is a nice ability. It increases power for a few seconds. Does well, and as well as what is it, Nyctophilia. The passive skills are definitely useful. They're one of the biggest advantages you got in the game. It's making use of them correctly while you run through is the challenge. Opbot's gonna be build things. He gets a lot of abilities here. What do we got? Master Hacker, Operate, and Repair. So he can fix things, he can work on things, and I believe Master Hacker makes things work better. So let's close all that out. So let's go and open the next door. I'm probably going to really need my turret room, and I'm going to have to avoid using this thing at all costs because they're just going to flood in there and ruin it. Alright, we got enemies in there, very few, but yeah, that's what I was worried about. 2 more rooms full of enemies. They're all going to flood in slowly, but we'll get them taken care of and get everything running real well. Sadly, Opbot doesn't do too much, but luckily for me, actually, Opbot, we don't need you there right at this moment. Alright, cool. Go through the next door. So, another dead end. And he's actually an assassin. This is pretty bad. Let's get you out of there because you're going to take more damage than I want you to. Sadly, we didn't get much from that. and it leaves us with another dead end. So that choke point thing that I was worried about, guess what? It's here. So the best point about this thing is going to be that we will have excess, an excess of what we need to survive. So Opbot's going to be a key thing for me staying alive, so I'm going to keep him leveling up pretty early on just to make sure that he's good to go. Hekin will have his... Where? Oh, cool. Well, we're going to ignore you for now. I really want to add her to the team, so let's try not to screw this up. And yes, pause. I'm going to light that room up. I really want to avoid anything getting to her if it doesn't have to. I am also going to use that extra industry that we're going to be getting to arm up that room. Alright, we've got 39. Not too bad. We're actually doing really well. that room definitely helped save me. Alright, so next thing we're gonna have is, let's step over here and see what we can do about these rooms. Luckily, even though she's not on the team yet, I don't have enough to purchase her. I can still use her as a player. I can have enemies run into her and she'll still fight them like regular. The only problem is I can't keep track of her health. Ooh, cool. All these empty rooms are really starting to bug me. And I don't know that item. A lot of the... Or, yes, I do know this item. Alright. It's a simple attack defense item. Nothing too much. And let's add that to you. Just makes my guy a little bit stronger. Alright. Danger room. Nothing showing up. I'm gonna have my guy run back so he's got backup. Alright, and I can power this room. Sadly... Oh, and I have 58. Let's speak with her. You, Miss Ratchet. Yeah. I know her, and she is a very good character. Valuable, strong, and healing. So, hard to argue with her. And now that all the information's in, run, people. Oh, crap. Alright, and it seems like may die anyways, so let's give him a little boost just to make sure he doesn't drop. Alright, and we've got even more dust from that, so that's wonderful. We do have a turret that we can place in that room, so let's get that in there just as defense-wise. 3 of them. Alright, and let's level her up. She'll do fine as a healer there. So we've gotten quite a ways in. Wish I could zoom, or wish I remembered how to zoom out at the moment. But we've got one empty pathway that's a danger, one top pathway that's a danger, and the bottom we've got what, 3, 4 rooms unlocked. So 1 out of what's that, 12 rooms? Sadly, I can't see it because of the program that I'm using, but it looks like we've done fairly well. We've done this setup, and we will finish this level in the next video. Alright? Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Always a pleasure.
Every fast I dance to make the sunshine.